Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. The S&P 500 was up almost 0.6% today. This was actually the highest close that we've had since the all-time high, which was set back on the 3rd of January. There's two different types of highs that you look at is, where does it close and where does it get to during the day, what they call intraday. I focus mostly on the close because I put a lot of importance on where the market does close, but we're only 13 points away from closing at the all-time high, so that's pretty good. I think tomorrow, the CPI report, if it's good, it could be the catalyst that kind of gets us through to the new all-time high. And then hopefully we can go from there and see how it goes. But this is generally how it works. You get close, you back up, you get close, you back up. We've had a lot of conversations about the all-time high. That's because it takes a little while to kind of dry up the selling pressure that is there. The idea behind these resistance points is that, when it got there, people maybe bought at that price level and are looking to get their money back. As they kind of dissipate and they all sell, whoever's going to sell, it leaves just the buyers. And eventually maybe you get through that resistance points. And so support and resistance is actually a fairly important component of the short-term moves for the stock market, in my opinion. So not a bad day altogether. Again, the big report tomorrow with the CPI and then the banks reporting on Friday is, really what the market's looking forward to. I have a lot of Fed governors doing interviews this week, all saying similar things. I feel like the trajectory for inflation is already on path for a 2% target, which is where they're at. But they're going to want to see a lot more evidence of stability in that range before they start cutting rates. And of course, the market's expecting some rates to be cut sooner than later. So there's going to be a disconnect there. Some volatility probably created around some of that disconnect. But altogether, that's not going to be a really big issue as far as that goes. I think what happens with earnings. Does inflation continue to stay down or does it pop back up? Those types of things I think are more important at this point in time. So anyway, that's what's happening today. Quite good day altogether. Look forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'll give you kind of my analysis of what we saw in the CPI report. Talk to you then.